Question number 8. Explain with example. This is important question because these definitions may come in the exam and they can also ask the example and then we have to define it. For example, C612. So 6 is atomic number, 12 is mass number. So here they may ask that explain the atomic number in the case of carbon and explain the atomic mass in the case of carbon. Then simply we will write the definition and we will explain that what is 6 is to the carbon and what is 12 to the carbon. So first is atomic number. The number of protons present in atom is the atomic number for that particular atom. Now number of proton is equal to number of electron. But here we are giving the reference of protons. The number of protons will tell us that what is the atomic number of that particular atom. So number of proton present in the atom is the atomic number of that particular atom. And we denote or we symbolize the atomic number with capital Z. Capital Z means the atomic number of that particular atom. And how we are writing the atomic number and atomic mass? C612. So it is like Z is atomic number and here A is atomic mass. A represents atomic mass and Z represents atomic number. So this is the pattern how we are writing the atomic number and atomic mass along with the symbol of atom. So Z represents atomic number. Here 6 is number of proton in the carbon, 6 is the number of electrons in the carbon and hence this 6 is the atomic number of carbon. Then second, atomic mass. The mass of atom is the sum of total number of proton and neutron present in the atom. So here number of proton and number of neutron will give us mass of an atom. So we are denoting mass of atom with A. And here in carbon 6 proton, 6 neutron and the atomic mass is 12. So that is why the carbon's atomic mass is 12 here. Then third, isotopes. The atoms of same element. This is very important to mention that this is the same element, only they are differing in their neutron count and so as their mass will differ. But they are the same element. Atoms of same element having same atomic number but different mass number. So here we are giving the example of again carbon, that 6 atomic number is same but their mass number is different, but they are same element, both are carbon. So element is same but their mass number is different. That's why they are isotopes of each other. And why they are differing? Their proton count is same but their neutron count will differ, so their atomic mass will be different. Now isobars, atoms of different element. Here the different will come. Atoms of different element with different atomic number but same mass number. For example, this calcium and argon, they both are different element. So their atomic number are different but their mass number is same. So that's why they are isobars of each other. Two elements, two different elements having same atomic mass, then they will be isobars of each other. Now the second question of the same question is write two applications of isotopes. So these are the uses of isotopes. This also can be asked in 1 mark question or in the fill in the blank or in multiple choice question. Isotopes of uranium is used as a fuel in nuclear reactor. Isotope of cobalt, these are the elements. So isotope of cobalt is used in treatment of cancer. And the last one is isotopes of iodine is used in treatment of goiter. Our 9th question is Na plus ion has completely filled K and L shell. Explain. So here let us understand this first and then I will show you how to write this answer. So whenever we are writing electronic configuration of any ion, first we have to write configuration of that particular atom. So here we will write configuration of sodium first. Now sodium's electronic number is, or atomic number is 11. So the electronic configuration will be 2, 8 and 1. How we have written this? K shell 2 maximum capacity, then whatever left electrons are 9. So in L shell we have kept 8. Now more than 8 we cannot put in any orbit. So 8, and then whatever left is M. So the one electron left will go to shell M. Now we have to write electronic configuration of Na+. Now atom will lose electrons and gain positive charge. So for example, one electron it will lose, then it will gain one positive charge. If it will lose two electrons, then it will gain two positive charge. Similarly, when atom will gain electrons, it will gain negative charge. For example, if it will gain one electron, then it will gain one negative charge. If it will gain two electrons, then it will gain two negative charge. In this case, we will write plus. In this case, we are writing plus 2. In this case, we are writing minus. In this case, we are writing minus 2. So it is depending upon whether it is losing electron or it is gaining electrons. How many electrons it will lose, that many positive charge it will generate on that. And this will become ion. This is positive ion, this is negative ion. Positive ion will become after losing electron, negative ion will become after gaining of electrons. So here, Na plus, so it will lose one electron from outermost shell. Now whenever any atom will become ion, it will always lose electron from its outermost shell. The inner shell will not take part in this. Only outermost shell, which is known as valence shell, will take part in this, and it will lose electron from outermost shell. So whenever it is Na plus, it will lose one electron from outermost shell. And always remember that how many electrons are there in valence shell? Either they will lose that electron or they will gain the electron to fill that shell. Whatever will happen in valence shell only. The inner orbitals we are not disturbing, and this orbital only will use to make ions, whether it is positive ion or negative ion. So here, once it will lose this one electron, it will gain one positive charge and it will become 2 and 8. So 2, when it is Na plus, its electronic configuration is 2, 8. Now no longer this one electron is a part of this sodium atom. Sodium atom has lost that electron and it has become sodium ion. This is atom which is neutral in charge, and this is ion which has positive charge on it. This is not stable because its outermost shell is not filled. Ion is stable because it has both the shell filled and outermost shell is also filled. Now they are saying that Na plus has completely filled K and L shell, explain. So now we will write our answer. Now this is how we will frame our answer. Once Na will lose outermost shells, that is M's electron, that is this one electron, it has electronic configuration 2, 8, in which both the orbitals are completely filled according to the capacity of orbits. We know that maximum capacity of K is 2, maximum capacity of L is 8. And once it will lose this one electron, it has two orbitals and both of these orbitals are completely filled. Now similar question can be asked in case of chlorine also. And chloride ion will form all the three orbits. that K, L and M are completely filled in that case. Explain how. So let us quickly see that how we will answer that question if this same question will be asked in case of chloride ion. So here I am keeping this for the reference that how the positive ions are formed. Now chloride ion. So for chloride ion, first we will write the electronic configuration of chlorine, and that is 2, 8 and 7. So here orbitals K, L and M are there. So question can be asked like that chloride ion has all the 3 orbits, that is K, L and M, and these orbitals are filled in the case of chloride ion. Why? Or explain your answer. The similar way they have asked here. So chlorine's electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 7. Now when chloride ion is formed, that means one negative charge is there on chlorine. Now when it is one negative charge, that means it is gaining one electron. One negative charge means gaining 1 electron. 2 negative charge means gaining 2 electrons. 1 positive charge means losing 1 electron. 2 positive charge means losing 2 electrons. This will be in the case of Mg plus 2, because magnesium will lose 2 electrons. So magnesium will generate 2 positive charge on it and it will become Mg plus 2. Here chlorine is gaining 1 electron in its outermost shell. So it will become 2, 8 and 8. It will gain 1 electron. It will gain 1 electron because outermost shell has 7 electrons. So it will gain 1 electron and it will make all the 3 orbits completely filled. 2 maximum capacity, 8 maximum capacity and here also 8, which is maximum capacity. So chloride ion has all the 3 orbits and they are completely filled, and this happens with gaining of 1 electron, and here positive charge is generating after losing 1 electron. So in both the case, valency of sodium and valency of chlorine is 1 only. If we will write the valency, then it is 1. Valency or combining capacity is 1 in both the case. But here it will generate positive ion after losing 1 electron and it will generate negative ion after gaining 1 electron. But both combining capacity is 1, 1, both valency is 1, 1. Because here 1 excess electron is there, here chlorine is lacking in 1 electron. So with the help of this knowledge, now you will be able to write the answer for all these ions. Like Ca plus 2 has all the orbitals filled in that, Mg plus 2 has all the orbitals filled in that, then oxygen minus 2 has all the orbitals filled in that. Only you need to see that first you write the electronic configuration, then you see that which charge has been developed on that or which charge is written on that. If it is plus 2, then it is definitely losing 2 electrons from outermost shell. 2 electrons from outermost shell. And if it is minus 2, then it is gaining 2 electrons. Similarly for sulfur, minus 2, it is gaining 2 electrons. Then nitrogen, it is minus 3. That means it is gaining 3 electrons. So like this you can answer for all the ions with the help of these 2 examples. In this question, we have to find out the average atomic mass. So they ask that if bromine atom is available in the form of say 2 isotopes. So these are 2 isotopes of bromine atom and we have to calculate the average atomic mass of that. So we have to focus on atomic mass. So from this 2 atomic mass we will find out the average atomic mass. So to find out average atomic mass, we will write this mass plus this mass. Now there are 2 isotopes, So we will take average, so we are dividing it with 2. So the answer is 79 and 81 we are adding here, so it will be 160. So 160 divided by 2, so our answer is 80. So atomic mass of this two isotope is, average atomic mass of these two isotopes is 80.